Imagine this. You wake up in the morning, look in the mirror, and tell yourself, "I'm fine. Everything's under control." But deep down, you're not fine. You're stressed, insecure, and uncertain. And yet, you believe the lie. Here's the scary part. Your brain does this all the time. It lies to you every single day. We usually think of lying as something bad people do to manipulate others. Politicians, scammers, toxic friends. But what if I told you that the most convincing liar in your life is your own brain? From how you see yourself in the mirror to the way you justify your decisions, your brain is constantly bending reality, rewriting memories, and creating comforting illusions. And here's the twist. These lies aren't mistakes. They're features, not bugs, survival strategies that have helped humans endure uncertainty for thousands of years. Think about falling in love. When you're infatuated, your brain convinces you that the person you like is flawless. Their quirks are cute, their mistakes are endearing, and red flags? Completely invisible. Your brain literally lies to you, painting them as the perfect partner, because believing that story helps you bond. It makes you commit. This isn't stupidity, it's biology. Evolution wired our brains to romanticize, exaggerate, and ignore inconvenient truths because, at some point, it increased our chances of survival. Love itself is a kind of beautiful, necessary lie. But lies don't stop at romance. Psychologists estimate that the average person tells about 2 lies per day. But here's the kicker. Our brains lie even when we don't speak. Memory distortion. Every time you recall an event, your brain doesn't play back a video. It rebuilds the memory from fragments and often changes details. This is why 2 people can witness the same accident but recall totally different versions. Confirmation bias. Your brain loves to cherry-pick information that supports what you already believe while ignoring evidence that contradicts it. That's why political debates never change anyone's mind, because brains filter reality like biased news editors. Ego protection. When you fail, your brain tells you, "It wasn't my fault." When you succeed, it whispers, "I did that all on my own." These lies keep your self-image intact but prevent you from seeing the whole truth. And if you zoom out historically, the lies only get bigger. Creation myths, cultural stories, and political propaganda have shaped entire civilizations. Think of the Babylonian myth of Marduk, who created order from chaos. Or Noah's Ark saving the world from a flood. These stories weren't just entertainment, they were survival lies. They gave people comfort, purpose, and unity in a terrifying, uncertain world. But here's the conflict. The same brain that lies to protect us can also deceive us into destruction. Fast forward to today. Instead of myths around campfires, we now have social media feeds. And they work the same way, repeating comforting stories until they feel like truth. You scroll, you see posts that confirm what you already believe, and your brain says, "See? Everyone agrees with me." But the reality is you're in an echo chamber. Your brain doesn't want truth, it wants comfort. And here's the darkest part. This brain-based tendency to lie, ignore, and distort isn't just personal. It's political, social, global. Entire nations can be convinced of half-truths. Wars have been fought, millions have died, because people believed stories their brains found easier than reality. Your brain lies to protect you. But in the wrong hands, those lies can be weaponized against you. So what do we do with this? If our brains are built to deceive, is truth even possible? The answer is tricky. You can't stop your brain from lying, but you can become aware of it. Question your certainty. Next time you're sure about something, pause and ask, what would it take to prove me wrong? Seek discomfort. If something feels too good to be true, it probably is. Your brain might be feeding you a sweet illusion. Use community. Surround yourself with people who challenge your perspective. Alone, we're vulnerable to lies. Together, we see more of reality. Embrace uncertainty. Life is full of unknowns. Myths, self-deception, and stories give comfort. But growth begins when you admit, I don't know. The truth is, you'll never escape your brain's lies completely. But by recognizing them, you can make better choices. You can live more consciously, even if not perfectly truthfully. So, the next time you catch yourself saying, I'm fine, when you're not, remember, that's just your brain doing what it's always done, protecting you with little lies. The challenge isn't to eliminate those lies. It's to recognize them and choose which ones you'll keep. And speaking of lies, in our next video, we'll explore the most common lies we tell ourselves and how they shape our lives. Because once you learn to spot your brain's tricks, you'll never look at your own thoughts the same way again.